We've been tasked with cleansing the world. I'm Meek, and this is Metemnecrosis.
Do you understand your purpose?
Yes.
Do you swear to uphold said purpose for as long as you should live?
Yes.
Do you reject any and all worldly desires?
Yes.
Are you pure of soul and free of necrosis?
Yes. Oh, why the hesitation on the last one?
Allow me to congratulate you, Lyle.
He rests his hands atop mine with his usual gentle smile.
Being a Civ is not easy, but I have faith that you would do a phenomenal job.
Thank you, Overseer Theo. For as long as I can remember, Theo has been an overseer of the cathedral and my guardian. I have to remind myself to speak to him formally, now that I'm an adult. I can't call him Papa anymore. That would be too embarrassing.
If I am not mistaken, this is your first purification trial, correct?
Technically, yes. I've accompanied overseers during their trials, but I've never gone on one by myself.
I see. Then you already have a general idea of what to expect. Ah, and speaking of the overseers, it was actually them who recommended this necrosite for you to cleanse, as your first solo purification trial.
Huh? They did?
Indeed. Sir Callis was quite impressed with your knowledge during the last trial you attended. She is also the one who suggested I give you a higher ranking, so you should thank her the next time you are given the chance.
I will keep that in mind. Thank you, Overseer.
Of course. Now, let us discuss the necrosite you have been tasked with cleansing. It is an undocumented necrosite, for the most part, but we do have a few tomes from eons ago that speak of it. Its origins are unknown, but from what we were able to translate from the tomes, this necrosite has the ability to drive humans insane.
Wait, it does? That actually sounds really advanced. Are you sure it's a good idea for me to cleanse this as my first solo purification? I mean, this feels like maybe something that should be done by someone with seniority.
The tomes do not state how or what methods it uses, but from our pre-existing knowledge of other necrosites, we can conclude that it is either psychological, emotional, or physical warfare.
You know, maybe this is just a commonality with these necrosites. Maybe all of them have a low chance of driving you insane, and that's why it's essentially given to a rookie. I feel like I'm gonna probably go insane on this, attempt at cleansing. Then again, it also looks like our Theo here has gone through the wars, right? Is that a scar underneath his fringe? Yeah, I'm guessing all these necrosites are highly dangerous.
You are accustomed to fieldwork, as I understand it.
Yeah, the last time I left the cathedral was but a moon ago.
I see. Then I'm correct in assuming you have never entered a necrosite's realm before?
No, Overseer. I can't say I have.
Oh, that is no trouble at all. You are a quick learner, so I am sure this will be easy for you to grasp. Let us start with the basics first, the types of necrosites that exist. There are 4 types that we know of currently. Type 0, Type 1, Type 2, and the unknown. Type 0 necrosites are mostly harmful entities that are comparable to wild animals. They are not intelligent and do not possess the means to cause necrosis. Type 1 necrosites are slightly more hostile entities with higher intelligence than Type O, though they still are quite brutish. They also do not possess the means to cause necrosis. Type 2 necrosites, however, are a lot more hostile, highly intelligent, and have shown the ability to speak and understand human language, as well as cause necrosis. We tend to target Type 2 necrosites, as they are direct threats to humanity.
So wait, what exactly is necrosis? Like, it sounds like some kind of infection, maybe? Maybe like a spiritual infection or something, considering we are based on a church, right? I also feel like you should have probably eased me into this whole cleansing situation with the typos. I feel like you're just going to throw me in the deep end with the unknowns, right? Is that where you're going with this? What about unknown necrocytes, Overseer?
Yes, the unknown. As their name implies, not much is known about them. What we do know about them comes from old, heavily translated tomes and experience. We do not run into them often, however.
What type is the necrocyte I've been tasked to cleanse?
That is one thing I plan to ask you before sending you to the meditation chambers. The necrocyte you've been tasked to cleanse is an unknown type.
Are you guys short on seers? Is that the situation here? Because I feel like I probably need an adult at this point. I'm essentially a baby seer, right?
I'm a baby seer chucked into the unknown.
Are you worried I won't be able to handle it alone, Overseer?
Not at all. I have complete faith in your abilities, as I mentioned earlier. I just think it is a waste to have you go alone, since we can learn more about these creatures if a recorder were to go with you.
I'll do my best to recall my experiences. Then I can recount them to you once I'm done cleansing the necrocyte. Be at ease, Overseer. Could you tell me about necrocyte realms now?
Hi, you truly have grown into such a strong woman, Lilia. Excuse my weakness. Yes, I will tell you about realms now, as this is your first time entering into one. Necrocyte realms are liminal spaces created by the entity that serve as a place for them to recuperate and spread their influence. Even though these realms belong to them, they are still quite vulnerable within them, making the necrocytes easier to destroy therein. I should warn you though, there is one inherent risk that comes with entering a necrocyte's realm, aside from the necrocyte itself being there. Once you have finished purifying the entity, be sure to leave the realm as soon as possible. Should you tarry, you may become trapped in its realm forever.
Do you reckon if that was happen, would I eventually become a necrocyte of my own? I'd become the thing that I feared to destroy? I see. How much time would you say I have before that happens?
Although time passes differently inside a necrocyte's realm, we've come to realize that our internal clocks remain about the same. Once you feel an hour or so has passed, that is when you should be leaving.
Understood.
Fantastic. Do you have any other questions or concerns?
None, Overseer.
Yes, as I predicted. You truly are a gifted child, Lala.
Overseer! I'm not a child anymore.
You will always be a child to me, Lilia. Now, I shall await your return outside the meditation chambers. Though I am unable to enter the realm with you, I shall be with you in spirit. Go forth with no fear in your heart, my child.
Okay, so by the sounds of it, I don't physically enter these realms then, it's more my spiritual projection, right? I mean, if I'm actually planning on staying inside the meditation chambers, I feel like I'm going to get disconnected from my body at some point. I thank Theo once more before heading to the meditation chambers, a sense of purpose in each of my steps. This will be my first time purifying a necrocyte alone. Regardless of its type, I'll do everything I can. I've only been inside the chambers once, and it was to retrieve another seer who had nearly lost their mind inside a realm. Ever since then, I've been curious as to what it would be like to enter into a realm, though I dared not voice this curiosity to Theo. It's a good thing I didn't have to ask, though. All right, I should get ready. I close my eyes, relax my breathing, and calm my mind. This is a necrosite's realm. It looks no different from a normal place of worship, but the air is heavy, as if a pair of strong hands are compressing my chest.
Oh, it's been such a long time since I have had a visitor. And a human, no less.
The necrosite. That didn't take long at all. Then again, this realm does belong to it. Oh, so it can probably sense if someone enters it, right? Show yourself! With pleasure. I've seen many abominations in my lifetime already, but I feel like this necrosite might be the worst one yet.
Welcome.
The necrosite is in a seated position, floating just a few steps away from me, with a light-hearted smile on its face. Its size is overwhelming, even while seated. A hulking frame complete with 2 sets of large horns, a pair of wings that are bigger than my entire body, and flowing hair that seems to spill across the non-existent floor. I have never seen such a creature before. The necrosite's eyes, multiple eyes, trace along my figure, sending a quick jolt of coldness down the plane of my back.
Oh, a seer, are you?
How did you?
I've experienced my fair share of seers, so I am familiar with not only your threats, but also your auras.
I mean, that makes sense, right? I mean, how else would we have possibly known that this necrosite was able to drive people insane, other than if other people have faced it and failed to cleanse it?
I can tell this is your first time entering into a realm. Most seers don't just stand around gawking.
I'm not here to make small talk. I reach for my purification tools.
No. There's really no need for all of that. I have no plans to harm you. Shouldn't you return that same sentiment?
Absolutely not. I came here to destroy you.
Wow. You seers become more and more uptight with each millennium that passes. Why don't we talk a bit first? I'd like to know more about you. In turn, I'll answer any questions you may have about me as well.
Normally, I wouldn't entertain such a stupid idea. But I did promise Theo I would bring back some valuable information and experience. I just got here, so an hour definitely hasn't passed yet. Fine.
Lovely. Why don't we start with introductions then? What's your name, sir?
This is the most conversation I've ever had with a necrosite. Most of the ones I've dealt with were just mindless brutes. Tell me yours first.
Well, the last human I gave my name to ended with them permanently damaging their ears.
I'm not weak-minded. Tell me your name.
I think I'm beginning to like you a bit more, sir. Metemnecrosis.
Metemnecrosis? Saying his name aloud makes my head ache for a split second. Then the pain is gone.
Won't you tell me your name now?
As hesitant as I am. Lala. No, I won't give him my full name. Oh, very wise. Do you know, maybe we're smarter than I gave us credit for. We clearly know what we're doing. Names are power. Makes me wonder why he gave us his actual name then, presuming he did. Who knows what kind of power that would enable, should I do such a thing.
Oh, that sounds like a nickname. I told you my full name.
Yeah, but you probably told me your full name, because you assumed it would drive me crazy. I never said I'd give you my full name, did I?
You really are something. Regardless, I think Lala is a very cute name. So, Lala, aside from destroying me, what brings you here?
I'm not sure I even know how to respond to that. I rack my brain for another reason, despite the fact that there really isn't one. Knowledge.
Knowledge, you say? How fortunate for you to have run into me then. A creature who excels in all kinds of knowledge. Actually, I have a confession to make.
Can't say I like where this is going, but I'll listen for now.
I love humans very, very much. I love teaching them. I love watching them. Humans are such intriguing creatures. My enlightenment has driven a few of them insane, however, which is certainly a pity.
He doesn't look particularly perturbed.
Some humans have fragile minds. The poor creatures. And they tend to break easily. Even still, I will continue to pour my love over them and spread enlightenment to those who seek knowledge.
Sounds noble enough, until you consider the fact that you're ultimately hurting humans.
Hurting humans is not my intent. Actually, it's just an unfortunate side effect of becoming enlightened. Humans are the reason I exist in the first place. So, it would be foolish for me to harm and shun them. No?
What do you mean?
I was born from the sins of humanity. Greed, malice, chaos, murder, whatever negative emotions you can think of.
Why does he sound so happy about it?
Do you see the eye above my head? I used to be the same size. The area in which I resided was chock full of violence, as there were many wars happening at the time.
I think that explains why he was so happy about it then. This means the world is full of violence and dark emotions that only provides him with strength and power, right? And it helps him grow. I mean, he did say one of those emotions was greed, so the more power he gets given, the happier he becomes.
It's amusing. The things humans will wage war over. I can only love humans the way one would love a family member.
Where did you learn to speak?
When I was still relatively small, a village woman found me in her garden. Oddly enough, she showed no fear, despite my off-putting appearance.
Off-putting is one way to say it.
She took care of me, as if I were her offspring. Perhaps that was her reasoning for doing such an ill-advised thing. She was a woman who cared for others first and foremost. Alas, not even altruism can save her from her husband's violent mood swings. One night, he took her life right outside their home. I then consumed her body and grew to the size of an average human adult. I was still slightly smaller than her husband, but even still, I consumed him as well. I continued to grow and grow until I finally stopped growing.
That's a lot to take in, but I'm sure I'll be able to remember it when I return to the cathedral. Who knew speaking to a necrosite would yield such insightful information?
I doubt I'll grow any more, but that's fine. My main priority now is to teach as many humans as I possibly can. What do you say, Lala? Would you like to be enlightened? I'm sure your mind would be able to endure.
No thanks. I have no need for forbidden knowledge.
Oh, are you sure?
You know, part of me's curious, I won't lie, because I mean, I understand. Should I agree? I am going to go insane, and then I probably won't even remember whatever I learned anyway. But there's still that curiosity just to know what this information is. It's like the secrets of the world. You always just really want to know at the end of the day, even if it's going to cause trouble.
You did say You were seeking knowledge, right? Telling you about myself and my birth is inconsequential to what I could teach you. I have existed for many millennia. After all, there are many things I know that no other human, god or goddess does. What do you say, Lala? Won't you stay a bit longer?
I mean, I shouldn't. It's a bad idea. We should leave now. It's probably been close to an hour in game time, right? But I'm so curious. Stay a bit longer. Surely an hour hasn't passed yet. I could stay a bit longer. There's more I can learn from this necrosite. I did say I would bring some useful information back for Theo, too. Fine, I'll stay a bit longer.
Oh, lovely. I didn't think you would, honestly. It really is nice to have your company, Lala. It has been so long since I last spoke to a human I was unfamiliar with.
Do you know many humans?
Not on a personal level, no. But I do know one. His name is Casriel, and he is my apostle.
Apostle?
Yes, he assists me with my work from time to time. I'll also have my dear friend, Hoanlan, help me out as well.
These are such odd names. Is this Hoanlan another apostle?
No, he's actually a god. Hoanlan is the god of pestilence.
Oh. You know, that's a rather adorable god for pestilence.
He and I talk very often, usually about humanity.
Does he also love humans?
Well, Hoanlan says he doesn't, but I can tell that isn't true.
If you say so.
How about you, Lala? Surely you must have lots of friends, being human and all.
Not really.
Huh? Really? Don't you feel lonely?
Why would I? There are other seers at the cathedral, so I'm never alone.
Alone and lonely are different, you know?
I raise a brow, awaiting more elaboration on his part. He does not. Anyway, you said this Hoanlan is a god, yes?
That's right.
I had no idea gods actually existed. Could you tell me more about them?
With pleasure. Actually, I'm relatively new to this whole god business. Hoanlan is much older than me, and I've only ever met others similar to him. Two twins, a god and a goddess. I'm a huge fan of those twins. The brother is one of the main reasons why humans fight and kill each other. He's a god of war, if I'm not mistaken. The sister is a goddess of storms and natural disasters. The humans that lose their lives to these disasters are much easier to observe than living ones.
You know, I'm not really surprised that all your friends has to do with death. Let's face it. I mean, you are made of all the negative emotions. Like a likes like, I suppose. Truthfully, what was I expecting? Can you tell me more about Casriel? I want to know how he became your apostle.
Oh, of course. Casriel is a very gentle and knowledgeable man. As you know, most humans I attempt to enlighten go insane, or end up hurting themselves in one way or another. But Kaz was different. Any human who is able to endure the knowledges I bestow upon them becomes my apostle. He was the first. And I believe I've just found my second.
Huh? What are you talking?
Your time is up, Lala. Silly girl. You were warned not to overstay your welcome. Were you not?
Yeah, but let's face it. I was fully expecting this. Oh, damn. I think reality just broke on us. These are the souls of the damned. The ones that you've probably consumed. Huh? head hurts. It hurts, it hurts, it hurts, it hurts. I hear a scream. I can't tell if it's from me or not. It feels like millions of insects are crawling through my tiny fissures, forming in my skull and burrowing directly into the soft meat of my brain, taking bites from each lobe. The more I struggle, the bigger the bites become. Non-existent mandibles picking relentlessly at my defenseless grey matter. Distorted voices whisper in both ears, tunneling through and scraping around the canals until they reach my eardrums. I gnash my teeth. My gums bleed and cry out in agony. The pain is unbearable. My chest is caving in. My bones crack and splinter beneath my boiling flesh. My throat is being crushed like an innocent maiden stoned to death. I can't breathe. I can't.
Shush now, Lala. The pain is only temporary. Once it subsides, you will be reborn. I am really looking forward to it. It's been so long.
Oh, I was morbidly curious after all. I should probably go and survive now, shouldn't I? Oh, damn! I burnt the world, apparently. Oh, wait, what's the... Is it gonna be Morse code? Huh. Wait, I'm gonna quickly translate this. Okay, so I've translated this, and it's actually a very polite message. It's just our new friend, very politely saying,
Welcome to my realm.
well, we've had our fun, we've basically been turned into an apostle and had a great time, but we should really leave now. He's rambled for a while now. Surely an hour has passed. I don't even have time to cleanse him now. Damn it! I'm leaving.
That truly is unfortunate. I was hoping you would stay a little while longer. Well, that's fine. I'm sure you'll be back, won't you, Lala? I look forward to seeing you again.
Papa, have I made it home? Situating myself back in reality isn't as difficult as I thought it would be. I take a few deep breaths, making sure my faculties are in working order first. I should report back to Theo. I wasn't able to cleanse it this time, but failure is better than entrapment. Still, I do wonder what that forbidden knowledge he mentioned was all about. Hey, we've now graduated into becoming a determined seer. I'll cleanse you eventually. Maybe. Oh, there's our third option. So I knew there was going to be one path that only opened up, I think after we got the other two. So, we should really report back to Theo. No, I need to leave. Theo warned me that I shouldn't stay past an hour. I've stayed too long. I'm leaving.
Is that so?
Well,
I shall eagerly await your next visit, Lala. Laliel!
as soon as I'm able to perceive my surroundings, I realize that Theo is holding me in his arms while shaking me.
Are you okay, Lala?
I have a bit of a headache, but I'm fine.
I only asked because you were in the realm for quite some time.
Was I? Theo nods for giving me another once-over. Seemingly satisfied, he lets out a long breath, then helps me to my feet.
You appear to be no worse for wear. That is fantastic. Were you able to cleanse the necrosite as well?
Did I? Say yes. Yes, I did.
Oh, that's interesting.
So, it seems like, we only left because he'd already infected us. To be fair, we did hesitate on the "are we infected by necrosis" question at the start of the game, didn't we? Are we been keeping secrets from Papa?
You never ceased to amaze, Laliel. I knew having faith in you was the right call. Well, now that you have finished your first solar purification trial, I do believe it is time for dinner. I will be cooking tonight.
What a relief! I can easily say I prefer your cooking over any of us here.
Don't let Sir Lino hear you say that. He may become upset.
Perhaps. I'll join you all once I've had a bath. Is that okay?
Yes, of course. You may inform the overseers of your success over dinner. I believe it'll be much more special to hear it from you instead of me. Again, congratulations, Lala.
Thank you, Overseer. Isn't it going to be easily proven, though, that I haven't actually cleansed the entity? I mean, they found out about him to begin with, right? So... Oh, I'm definitely possessed. Did you see my beautiful smile? Well, I wonder if we can free him. Really cleanse the world. And drive all the humans insane. If you enjoyed your time here, I'd greatly appreciate it if you like this video and subscribe to this channel. Other than that, it was Spook Day, and I'll catch you next time, guys.